back. Pardon the voice crack, but it's time for finals. Who cares that there's a new game in town? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on the spotlight tonight. I'm Lebob here with Tedbear.
Yes, for the 9th year of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's existence, this is going to be an exciting finals to watch. I am so honored to be able to cast it alongside you.
We got some really big names here in this finals, and I'm really looking forward to this. Of course, from the previous final we just got done watching, we had Cynda, Bubbles, Ghost, Wisp, Danny Fathom, and westinpeace.
Westinpeace
Being the 6 moving on. And from the first semifinal, we had Zay,
Unkwn Intel,
Unkwn Intel,
Panda Master, Shadow, greenjc 12, and Kasper.
Lots of big names.
Lots of big names.
Lots of good showings already.
Lots of great showings, actually, and a lot of last hurrahs and miracle comebacks. I believe it was westinpeace who, on the last race of the previous semifinal, pulled a bullet bill and passed 2 people right at the line to tie with Bonkers to send it to I guess a sudden death overtime for semifinals.
And he got his track and he won with it. So
indeed he did, and now he is sitting in the top 12 of the tournament. Well earned for him.
Absolutely. And this is his chance. He can prove his worth and prove that he deserves to be in this spot.
Indeed. Honestly, it's kind of the skill gap from what you would say would be like seed 1 to even seed 12 is not that big. Like, this is pretty open in my opinion. If you have just maybe a little bit of the signature chaotic Mario Kart luck fall your way, I really think most of these players would be able to take it. Maybe not, like super convincing 30-point fashion, but there's a lot of potential for dramatic moments and comebacks and just a lot of excitement in general.
I mean, we saw it in the last room. Cynda, of course, being one of the most decorated players in the scene, was still held in check by that entire lobby. So now that the level of the lobby has raised once again, who's going to be the one to step up to the plate and take home the title?
It's going to be very interesting to watch. With, of course, no hopeful bias between us.
I will glaze everyone at every given opportunity. I do not care who they are.
We will glaze equally.
Yes. That's what casting's all about, baby.
Indeed. And I believe we're about to head straight into the races in just one moment. 12 races, first place overall wins at the end, and we have a extra $100 added to the prize pool. So
yeah,
there's a lot of stakes on the line.
I heard that top 8 will be payout.
That's awesome.
So with 8th place getting a whole $5.
Hey, that's 5 more than 9.
True. So
it looks like for race 1, we will be going to Boo Lake from the Booster Course Pass.
Strong runner can be a little bit it can be a little bit tricky sometimes to navigate the back half of Boo Lake. The underwater section gets a little bit chaotic, especially lap 3 when everyone's trying to make their final push to the front. Let's see how these players hold it. Insta Trail Kasper getting that statement out. This is my first place. I want this. Getting coins up, which gives a little bit of extra speed in this game. And going wide to get more coins. I like this play.
Yep.
You still hold first place. That's
nice
a disgusting trail.
Yeah, but now Zay's going to be here in 2nd place alongside Kasper, as well as Unkwn Intel.
On the Villager inside drift. That is something that we'll see different in this lobby compared to the semifinal lobby, is in this lobby, we have 2 inside drift players, being Unkwn Intel and Dark Matter's Shadow.
Yes.
Both of these players, they're very good players. I have massive respect for both of them. But this lobby is not going to respect them. We're going to see Donkey Kong Mountain. We're going to see Mushroom Gorge. We're going to see Waluigi Stadium. All of these tracks that are not very friendly to the inside drifting vehicles because of just tech they can't perform or lines they can't take well.
Yep, and great mushroom there by Cynda, holding on to it, dodging the blue shell, and now having a very slight lead. But it looks like we might...
it looks like Green's having some issues.
Yep,
we might be replaying this race.
Might be replayed. The Tanuki Mario there is just parked.
He's having a good time. So at the very least, we're going to be reopening room here. Westinpeace, Golden Shroom here, not the best item, but still a good one. Got to watch out for this bill, and takes the cut. This bill is great because you can take the sending ramp so much faster with this bill. And he's going to pass a couple people here. Might get 7th place.
Very nice. honestly, even if this race is replayed, I find that kind of the first race is definitely where the jitters are at the most.
Yeah.
They're at their zenith.
Yeah.
So now these players have had at least a chance if we do have to reopen and restart, which I believe will be the case.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what they're doing.
Yep. At least now you're used to like the final environment.
Yeah, kind of a bit of an anticlimactic opening where, oh, the room's open. Sorry, disconnect, reopen room.
Yep.
It's they'll keep going. But that also gives, even if the race doesn't count, those players that got top spots, confidence through the roof.
Yes.
This is a tough lobby. No one is guaranteed a free win. And if you got that good spot, it doesn't matter how you earned it. You got first place in this lobby. You all of a sudden feel not invincible, but you feel like you can surpass your expectations.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Especially with how I said earlier, kind of the jitters and trying to settle into things. If you're able to eke out a top spot like that, I mean, that does wonders to your confidence. I think especially toward, maybe not so much the more seasoned players of our scene, like Cynda and Unkwn Intel, who you saw up there, but even players like westinpeace or Panda Master that were able to sneak a few spots there. There are these relatively newish players compared to the rest of the competition.
Back from top 48.
You heard it here. We're back in. We got our shot. The bracket's fully reset.
Oh my goodness. Sorry,
What
guys,
are we doing? We got to get off the mic. Let's
Sorry,
go.
guys, I gotta go play.
Okay. No, the first race does not count, which, good for flip here. Technical. It flips this way.
Oopsies.
There you go.
Showing my inexperience there.
Hey, man. Radio guy. I know my way around headphones.
Lebob is our best commentator.
Oh, you don't mean that seriously, do you?
Yes, I do.
Aw. I appreciate it. It's passion.
Yeah,
you know?
it helps that we're also not in finals. And we
True.
are the best available.
Well, no. What do you mean? We have the best available seats. We get to bring the hype to the crowd. That's our job.
Indeed, and we get all the point of views.
Yeah, we see all the action. We miss nothing,
Yep.
except when there are two shocks in play. Then we miss everything.
And indeed, we do. It looks like the room is starting up again. That previous race did not count, and now
Woo! Go Mario Kart 8!
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for another 9 years, Lebob. Another 9 years.
I'm never escaping this game, am I?
It's a good game to not escape from, to be fair.
It is a good game. There are worse games that I could be playing right now. I could be in my room playing League of Legends, and instead I'm out here casting Mario Kart. I think this is a great step up.
When you word it like that.
Slightly different race going into race 1. Instead of having a track that's really great for one, we have a track that's not so great for one.
And we get Shadow's track pick here of Athens Dash, famously one of her favorite courses to play in the game. Tell me a little bit about this track, Lebob.
Well, the reason why it's a little tough for one is because sometimes one can get bumped out of this mini turbo truck heading for this first ramp. After that, lap 2 tends to be pretty tame, but there's a huge gap between the last set and the end of the race where anything can happen.
And just like that, Cynda got bumped out of one right
Kasper
there.
got
Or
bumped out of
Kasper,
one,
yes.
Bubbles expertly navigating the pack, getting readied for his troubles, but this is not the end of the world. This track is very comeback friendly. Shadow already taking the lead. greenjc shrooming up into 1, so it's green 1, Shadow 2, Westin 3, Wisp 4, and Cynda is in 6. Shadow bumped out of 1. Danny Fathom up there in 2. So your top 3 is now greenjc, Danny, and Wisp. The other thing about this track is it's really nice for inside drift bikes. A lot of the turns, and it depends on the track, but some tracks are very friendly towards inside drift. Blue shell coming out, Danny is holding onto the shroom. Green is going to have to be a little careful to space out the blue explosion.
Give that space.
Yep. Got to watch for the trail greens behind. But yes, this track has a lot of turns that are very friendly. Danny's had some demon bombs so far this event.
Yes, and now we see Wisp in
Watch the smart
second
bounce.
place.
Danny
Going for the
barely
smart
avoiding
bounce.
it.
Yep.
2 shrooms, Wisp is in a great spot. Shadow sneaking back up to the front. We have 4 shrooms between second and third. Danny's in first with a trail. Might try and drop this to get a little bit of distance. And this is the final set.
Oh.
Wisp getting taken out. Shadow moving into a comfortable second place.
Yes, I believe that was Danny Fathom's first banana. Expertly placed right there, right in Wisp blind spot. Couldn't see it.
And it looks like Shadow does have a bomb, takes a shot on Danny. Danny goes around and avoids it.
Another blue shell out though.
It looks like Danny did end up blind filling. Maybe? Nope. Danny? Oh, yeah, no. Shadow passed him on the line. So Shadow got first, Danny second, and
This
third
became a really
place-
tight pack all of a sudden too.
Yeah. Third place going to Cynda. So off the gate, Shadow, Danny, and Cynda. Unknown coming in fourth. Bikers coming in 1-4. How many people are picking Gorge?
Probably half the lobby. If I had
Well,
to guess.
Bubbles is going to lock DKM because that's his track. He's the DKM guy. But this is completely different from the qualifier rounds of quarters and semis. There's no top 6 move on. You can't sneak your way into the mid spots and move on. It's all or nothing.
You can't play conservative. You gotta be aggressive when you can, whenever you can.
Yeah, everyone in front of you is your enemy.
And we will be going to Wild Woods for our second track. It looked like on the track selection that actually there wasn't a lot of mushroom gorges immediately.
I did see 2 DKMs. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say one of those was probably Bubbles.
Most likely.
Panda's starting from the back, not necessarily the worst position, opting to slow down for items to get coins to start. I don't hate this play. This track can get a little chaotic in the pack, especially on this section right here. The fast line going inside the barrel is a lot better than going around, but it's a little risky, especially in the pack.
Yeah.
Zay trailing out greenjc, trying to make his claim towards the front of the pack. Casper.
Forced to slow down there, respect Kasper, but Kasper gets backed and the spinning green ends up hitting Zay.
That was an insane back from Cynda, and he pulls a bomb to follow it up. Unknown and Ghost are not safe. Cynda taking the Nisk,
Yep,
gets
and
it, trailing that bomb. I think Ghost is waiting for Unknown to throw the red, to detonate the bomb safely. Ghost doesn't need to pass Unknown right now. He's comfortable in third place.
Smart steering to make sure he doesn't fall off, I'd say, and a very quick turn off as well. That was a good play by Ghost.
Yep. Looking in the back of the pack, it doesn't look like they're quite at shock distance. Shadow's in the back, only single mushroom in 12. Westinpeace hit out still, again, in the back of the pack. Lap 3 is still ahead, but this is getting to the point where you need to start making your push for the front. Tandemaster starting up in the mid-pack.
Panda had a red thrown at him, and then activated the star, and then had the red hit someone else behind him. That was a very strong play.
All right, Blue is out. Who's it locking onto? That's Cynda.
That's Cynda.
Casper, great
barely
awareness.
avoiding, yeah. And Unknown Intel backing fire here. Hitting out, I believe that was
Oh
Wisp.
my god, that
what
was
a
an evil horn.
What a devilish horn by Ghost.
Casper and two shrooms, probably, using one to get rid of the ink. Shroom and 2, outlines Ghost,
Ghost.
and
Oh
there's
my
lightning!
god!
Ghost in 1, Bubble sneaks up back to the front. It's neck and neck for the end. Can anyone in front hit the
Oh,
Nisk?
Bubble gets trailed out by Ghost, and the red side hits Kasper. I think Ghost is gonna get first here.
Yep, Ghost hits the Nisk, gets first place.
Bubbles
Wow.
gets third, Kasper drops down to 8th, Danny Fathom 10th. Wow, what a waste. And that's westinpeace in second place there, too.
Shadow following up her first place performance with a mid-pack performance, which is perfectly fine. She's still holding on to first place. But man,
22,
It's
19,
race 2. Can
16,
we calm down?
16. Lots of ties on the board right here. I mean, the distance between, like, 7th place, or I guess tied for 6th place and first, is just 7 points. That is so easy to make up in a single race.
yeah, pressure's on. And of course, again, inside biker in 1, Donkey Kong Mountain, Snowland. The other biker picking a great track for
Paris
Shadow if she can
Promenade.
get it. But we'll see. A couple other notable tracks. I know that is Zay and his love for Cheap Cheap Beach. It looks like we are going to Grumble
Volcano.
What are your thoughts on this track? Talk to me.
It's a fun track. Usually when I end up playing this track in a war, I feel like it's in usually like we have like one top spot and a bunch of mids. It can get really intense with the ending cut, and of course with the track falling apart as the laps progress. I think this is a great track to both play on and to watch for finals. This is going to be very entertaining.
Yeah. Of course, also this first turn, it's really nice if you can get an early draft. Cynda opting to go wide for coins. Again, coins are really important in this game. We cannot stress how much of a difference 10 coins makes.
Yes. I believe the slowest cart in the game goes like 40% faster than the fastest cart with no coins.
Yeah,
So-
it's an insane difference.
It is very much important, unlike, Mario Kart World, for example, where, you still get the
Taking
speed
this-
boost, just not
yeah.
as much.
So here's the shroom cut you can take on laps 1 and 2, at least in time trials, is where you get the item set and you take that turn tight. It's a little tricky, and if you bonk a tree, you will unfortunately end up off the track, and very sad. I would know. I do that a lot.
Cynda's mastery, though, of the track and just of the game in general, has gotten them up into second place. But we see Ghost here holding on to first still.
And he hits his own nanas from last lap. A little upset about
Blue
that.
shell's out, though.
And Ghost is taking out the whole lobby with him.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like Unkwn did survive the blast and is currently in 1. Bubbles 2.
Bubbles
Shroom.
2 with a shroom.
He's gonna get second place set here, which means he'll likely get defense and get in front of Unkwn. He holds the shroom. I think they're probably waiting for second blue shell because this track is long enough. There can be second blue shell, especially with how early that first blue came.
Nice cut there by Bubbles too, holding onto the shroom and cutting the distance.
In the mid pack, I think the Tanuki in third. That's greenjc. Red Yoshi getting hit out. That's Danny.
And I believe that's westinpeace that might have just gotten hit out as well.
The Peach, yeah, yes. Star in 7's not a bad spot. Cynda's got a star in 5. This set can be a little silly sometimes.
And the back. Ooh, Wisp barely grabbing the double from westinpeace, but gets hit out in the process.
There's the shock.
There's the shock.
There's like
And
3 dodges.
Unkwn was hit on the glider too, along with Bubbles. It's going to be an incredible finish.
westinpeace and Cynda, I think, both dodge. So it's who's going to take first?
Here comes Cynda with shrooms for the final cut too.
Zay also dodge. Zay manages to. Cynda has to burn his shrooms. Bubbles going for the Nisk. Oh, he doesn't quite get it.
So close. Cynda will finish in
Where's that
first
blue
place.
going? What?
Zay gets bumped out, but barely manages to hold on and get 4th place. And
The
we see
blue got teleported to the Shadow Realm. What was that?
Cynda, Danny, and greenjc rounding out the top 3 on the track. And now we see Cynda in, I believe that's first place overall now.
Yeah, Cynda taking over the lead. Shadow still hanging on in second. Danny in third. Zay in 4. greenjc in 5, I believe.
Here we go. This
Yeah.
is, yep.
Ghost in 6. Tied for 7th between Unkwn and Bubbles.
Coming up on race 3.
This is going to be race 4. Yeah. So almost the first GP in the books. And what a roller coaster we've been through already.
This has been intense. This is Mario Kart Finals. Everything is on the line.
To quote the Canadian YouTuber, this is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with 12 players of a similar skill level for one format. It's free-for-all. We're playing in a LAN. There's no teams.
There are no teams, and there's nothing to hold back on, too. I mean, you want the money or not? And we will be going to I think our first bagger of finals.
Yeah.
Snowland.
So, normally, and this is something that it's weird. I don't understand why the game works like this, but normally, thanks to an update that came out with Wave 6, you can't stop at a set and get a bunch of really good items. You can only get 1 or 2. You can only get 2 items, and your 3rd item will be as if you pulled your box in like second. Moving sets do not care about this restriction. So, as we're going to see Kasper here, we'll probably sit at set and chain a star and get another star behind this trip shoots.
They'll be able to take the snowman
Ghost
cut.
is also fine.
And now they're holding on to a dodge in 4th place. And Shadow has a star in 3rd. They elected to use it.
Yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate red there, but it is a bagger.
Oh, that bump! Unlucky.
It's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not something you would want having gotten a dodge all the way up into 4th.
Here we might see some of the difficulties that the bikers would face on this track is because that shroom cut is so easy for outside drift. Like, Zay can go for it for free. Shadow, it's a little bit harder for her. She has to... the inside drift line is a lot tighter than the outside drift line for that guy.
We also see Bubbles holding onto a blue shell that gets thrown right at the set. And I believe that's going to be Unkwn Intel taking it in first, unless they have a dodge. Nope, they have taken the blue shell.
No shock in play yet. There are 2 bills, which doesn't guarantee a higher shock outs, but it is worth noting. It looks like we are going to be shockless before this cut. So the question is, who's going to be in first after this cut? Shadow, not getting the line that she likes for the cut, has to go around. Who's in first is a blue Yoshi. That's Panda Master.
That's
Finally
Panda
getting
Master
some luck to go his
77.
way.
This is his track pick as well.
And he gets the defense behind. Cynda with trip greens has to dodge the launch, or has to dodge the snipes. And it looks like that's a first place for Panda Master.
Oh, right as the
my
fire!
God.
Right as the fire was coming up. And it looks like Cynda got passed at the line as well. I believe that was Kasper.
Yeah, Kasper snuck in front, barely dodged the greens at the line. But big race for Panda Master. Puts him back in the mix for the mid spots.
Especially with the race that he was having, or the results he was having before. Even though he might still be, I believe, at the bottom of the standings, it makes it much closer overall, especially to the prize money.
Take a look at this. Third place is further away from first than last.
Yeah, this is incredibly close.
And
Though
of
Cynda
course,
is starting to run
I
away
was
with
gonna
it
say.
just a little bit.
Cynda is, I mean, I've said it a lot during the semifinals. Cynda is a great player, and a lot of respect to what he does for the scene.
Phenomenal player. I mean, they
I'm
won.
kind of hoping for a little more drama down the line.
They won MKU at the beginning of last year. They won Phoenix Cup.
Oh, dear God.
Cheeseland, another Panda Master pick. But we go from, all right, this is a bagger with a lot of talk about, to this is the bagger.
So, if you are not familiar with 8DX bagging and why this track is a clown fiesta, observe. We are going to see maybe 2 players drive past the first set.
3.
Okay, I was
Very
wrong.
close. Very
And
close.
So, why is this track such an incredible bagger?
Well, outside from how massive some of the cuts could be, shock tends to be incredibly devastating on this track as well. And if you can combine a shock with some of the ending cuts that you can take, you could realistically go from like 12th to like 3rd, even 1st sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like a Wii track almost, it feels like.
Another thing is this track has 2, maybe just 1 really big bullet extension.
Yes.
Normally bullet bills only last 8 seconds in this game. If you use it in this first cut that Danny's probably going to be shrooming through,
Yep,
no,
right
he'll
there
go
with
for
the
second.
cheese.
To the left, if you bill across that cut, the bill will take you to the glider ramp at the end of the anti-grav section up ahead.
Yeah, it cuts out a massive part of the track.
It's half the track. So, and the other note is, you can't overbag because there can only ever be 3 bills in play at any given moment. And if people are holding bills, that's what creates the higher shock odds. Currently, there were 3 bills in play, and some of the bot spots did go through that first set. So we'll see, does anyone pull it here? No shock in play.
Doesn't look like it, no.
Panda's got a bill in 4.
We see a bill in spin, but gets hit out right at the...
That's Panda,
and-
by the way. This is his track.
Yep.
There he goes.
There's the extension.
And normally
as
bills
long
will,
as he doesn't pass a lot of people here,
and
it
he
should
enters the
last.
extension here.
Yep.
So normally bills will drop you off as soon as you hit first place. That's a second place box. No mushroom, but that's okay.
No mushroom, but he's got protection.
Oh,
the
getting
blue
blued.
shell,
That's unlucky. He's stopping, trying to take someone with him. I don't think he got anyone.
I don't think so, no. But this is going to be close. Bubbles has a
Yeah, Danny
shroom
is
right
currently
there.
being held hostage.
Oh, but he's got the greens. He's got triple greens in pocket
Okay.
and blocks the red.
He got passed on the line. Cynda vectored past him.
Oh, my goodness.
Unfortunate rate for Ghost. Panda ending
Yes.
finishing in 10th. But that's Cheeseland.
That was a Cheeseland race. No shock, though.
Yeah, shockless
A
Cheeseland.
shockless
It's kind of
Cheeseland is
insane.
very, very, no pun intended, shocking.
I'm going to ask you to leave the mic behind, brother.
It's like my time's up.
Again, now the room has kind of filtered out a little bit. You have 2 and a tie for 3, along with 5th place being really close together. Small gap, 6 through 9, or even like 6 is kind of like, or Bubbles is kind of in his own land, but then the difference, again, 7 through 12, 9 points. Everyone is still in the mix for payout here.
Everyone is still in the mix for payout, and with this game, you
Here,
can't.
actually, here,
In this game, you can't count yourself out. I mean, you know, in semifinals, there were some players that started off really, really bad and ended up finishing really close to or qualified, even with a terrible first few races.
Sorry, I was checking in on the state of Danny Fathom's mental. The Packers are still winning 21-6. The Bears have the ball on the Packers 24. So he's probably still doing okay. He's able to focus on card because he believes that his team is going to win. And it would be the most Bears thing if they managed to lose this.
It would be pretty Bears.
We've seen this track quite a bit today, and this is not a track I expected to be picked as much as it has been.
It is a very fun track, though.
It is a fun track. I tried picking it.
It's a very, I mean, the endurance factor of just it being sections instead of laps is always exciting to see. But
You're also F-Zero Nut.
yes, I am. But I think one thing that adds to this track a lot is that there's like really specific cuts you can take right here and right at the end too, where you can just gain a lot of time away from the pack.
I think Cynda might have bumped out Panda Master, and Kasper trailing him out. His race would be over. But this is Big Blue.
It is Big Blue, and Cynda has a bomb here in one. Throws it up. Unfortunately, it gets ringed out from the track.
All right,
See,
cannon
Kasper goes
set.
to the fast green. Nope.
Check what Zay's going to pull.
Golden
No
Star.
shock. Bubbles, nothing crazy. No shock in play. There are not a lot of shocks being pulled in this room. Unfortunately, Bubbles is going to have to hold his defense. No red for Cynda, or that's Kasper, excuse me. No red for Cynda. Panda Master coming up in a bill.
In a bill with triple bananas, and here's one of those cuts I was talking about right here. Go from the purple section to the green.
Ghost trying to back Panda Master. Triple bananas protecting him. Blue
Blue
shell is out. I think Cynda gets to the line.
That blue barely avoids hitting Panda.
And Cynda gets passed on the line. Kasper takes one. Danny Fathom securing his mid spot at 8. greenjc at 12. Unkwn 7. And Ghost coming in third. I imagine this was his pick because I think I've seen him pick it already today.
I can imagine so. And now we see the standings updated here. See some movement. Panda no longer in last. Zay dropping down as well. Ghost overtaking him, I believe. And now that's Bubbles and greenjc overtaking Unkwn Intel.
Check out that 39, 39, 38, 37. 5 to 8.
That's insane.
And 8 places pay cutoff. Zay's not out of it. Weston's not out of it. Panda's not out of it. Wisp
not even Wisp is out of it.
Of course,
she's in last.
Of course, the top 4 is starting to break away a little bit. Be 4th place with that 8-point lead over 5th place. Shadow still kind of wants that good race. Getting her track back.
Getting her track, yep. Shadow's kind of being definitely the underdog, I'd say, in this scenario. I mean, we've talked about how big Cynda has been and their history in the scene. Kasper as well for 8 Deluxe, but Shadow's still, a relatively recent player. 3 years of experience compared to these other legends of the game, but she's holding her own up there.
I think that's just a testament to kind of some of the newer players in the scene really do have what it takes. And also, the element of playing in a LAN is different than playing in Lounge, and it's different than playing in Wars. Just because someone isn't excellent at playing in Lounge doesn't mean they can't perform in LANs.
It's a different type of pressure. And amazing spacing there by Shadow to avoid getting trailed by Ghost while trailing someone else with her own red shot.
Gotta watch the back here.
Yep.
Ghost is gonna hold the trail. No double, a little bit unfortunate, but Shadow should still be okay. Trying to give Ghost a little bit of space. There's Zay coming up.
Zay overtake. Oh, there's the back. Yep.
Knew it was coming eventually.
Now we see Ghost with a red shell in second, and westinpeace coming up with a lot of shrooms in fifth.
You're gonna see a lot of those players outside of the top 4 probably fighting with each other because they recognize that they are each other's competition. Unfortunate shroom for Danny Fathom. I wonder if the Bears just scored and that's what caused him to miss that cut.
That would be funny.
That's a great pull. That's a great
That's
pull.
a fairly strong pull.
Well, it would be a great pull. It'd be even better if someone would pull shock, but there's no shocks in this room. We had one.
Yeah, there's been a lot of lack of shocks. Honestly, I haven't even really noticed till now because these races have still been exciting regardless. See, Danny using up the crazy 8. Blue shell is out. I mean, that will be targeting Cynda.
I feel like there just needs to be a name tag on every blue shell that says Cynda on it because it feels like he's in first place almost all the time. There was chaos. Everyone got hit by that blue shell.
Yes, and I believe Zay's now in first place.
Unfortunate. Zay, that's Zay, yeah. Yep. He's got a huge break, and of course with 2 and 3 taking each other out, it's not over. The ending shroom cut of TM is pretty big. Zay might try and trap this corner right here to get a little bit more space, maybe throw off Cynda. Although I think as long he can take it tight here, and that's a first place for Zay.
That's a first place. That's another blue shell though. And not going to hit anyone though. And what an incredible cut there by Bubbles.
I was about to say, that was perfect timing.
Even Danny getting up to 7th.
Yep.
That's a massive race for Zay.
Yeah, gets him in the mix. 5th place, and he's right behind 3rd.
Yep, tied with Bubbles, right there.
Yeah, that's Kasper and Cynda. Again, still breaking away, but
yeah,
we got drama.
It's getting close. These mid pack, 3 to 10th is honestly
one. It's 3 to 9 is one race.
Yes,
and 10 is just out of it, and that's the halfway point.
10 is just out of it, and even then, it's not like 11 and 12 are too far away either. It's definitely a lot more work than what you would have to do if you were Zay to overtake, but it is still possible.
Yeah. And of course, every spot matters.
Every spot matters.
One spot could be the difference between you making pay cut or maybe making a couple extra dollars.
And we're going to Cheap Beach, another Panda Master pick, by the way. I believe that's 3 track picks on the board.
So who is giving him under? I think Zay might have slid a couple bucks under the table to Panda to get this track, unless Panda just likes this track. Because I know Zay loves this track.
It is a great track, and not to toot my own horn, but part of the reason that Zay started learning the track was through playing myself and FIU through CKL. This was a track that we used to play a lot, but then Zay started to play the counter pick and then got so good at it that it just kind of became one of his main signatures.
And that's another thing that's kind of interesting to point out is comparing all the different bring-ups of a lot of these players. You have Bubbles, who's been in the scene for a while, Cynda, Cynda, Kasper, they've been in the scene for a while. Then you have these other players that showed up today. You have your LAN players. You have newer players to the scene from the collegiate scene. The scene is still alive and healthy, even with the new game out. There's a lot of people who still have interest in 8 Deluxe. In fact, I think I saw 6 rooms in 8D Lounge earlier today. That's got to be a record after Worlds come out.
Probably. We see Kasper here in first.
With the shroom.
in 12, slowing down for the final set.
Will Cynda be the first player to pull shock? Not yet.
Might be.
Blue Shell's out. Kasper is going to... That is tragic.
What a ghost. And too far ahead to really take anyone. And look at that. That's now Shadow in first place.
That's what she needs if she wants to try and get a shot at the podium here. That's a great pull, by the way, for Danny. It's unfortunate that the person right next to you has a red, so you kind of have to respect it. But as soon as that red is gone, Danny can take advantage of this.
Bump. There's the red's gone. And a red back as well. I think Bubbles tried to back the red, but ended up getting hit by
Unkwn Bill Star. Kind of a little late. You almost have to predict if there's shock. I don't see anyone holding it.
greenjc's got a fire in second right behind Shadow as well. Just throwing it up.
Taking a shot,
and
lands
it.
it.
Hits it, and now he's in first place with a shroom in pocket. He's got a shroom for the final cut.
Yep. I might maybe shroom up here for a bit of distance, and that's a first place for greenjc. Barring anything insane.
Shadow's right behind, though. That's going to be a second place for her. And third place for Bubbles. There's
Danny
the shot.
dodges. Oh, my God. Danny just went from, 8th to 4th after the shock.
Incredible dodge. Cynda dodged as well, going from 11th to 8th there. Not as big as Danny, but it's still awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, last set shock. It happens.
It happens. And now Danny, Bubbles, and Shadow kind of separating themselves just a tiny bit more.
Look at how much good that first place did for greenjc 12. Yeah, into the final GP here. And again, one big race for any of these mid-pack players could secure them some cash.
Yep. It could. All you need is one first place and maybe one other person placing below you. Or low, I should say.
We still have seen a little bit of a lack of the anti-inside tracks coming out outside of Snowland. There really hasn't been an atrocious one. Boo Lake is kind of bad, but not really.
I think it's more of, instead of trying to target other people, just focus on what you're good at and what your skill set lets you excel at, because ultimately, if you're trying to win money and you're trying to win this finals and become the Southbound 2026 8 Deluxe champion, you got to rely on your own skill. You can't just be, relying on other players getting messed up by track picks.
That was a dangerous draft Kasper just got. Had really good spacing to avoid the red shadows trailing. I believe she still has it. And there it is.
There's the trail.
Unfortunate, but you move. It's early. You can still make a comeback. That's an evil Nana placement. Someone's going to hit that flap too.
And we see Cynda breaking away just a tiny bit from the pack as well.
Oh my God, Wisp, what was that bomb? Zay missing set. Not the worst set in the world to miss, but getting hit off that glider is devastating. The Lakitu respawn is so slow.
And we're going to see a lot of shrooms here. Cutting up, making that pack ever closer. Unkwn cutting up into 9th place. Danny as well. Kasper with their own shrooms. Panda Master not too far behind.
The top of the pack is really close. Ghost is within visual distance of the top 3. He can receive Wisp tag, who's currently in 1. Just be careful, Nana and cut. You can't see it because of the angle.
There it goes. Wow, what a deadly combination of that Nana placement and the ink. He had no hope of seeing it.
I had to burn the second shroom to recover.
Unfortunately.
Watch the Rang. Okay,
Multiple ranks too. Oh, Shadow hits Bubbles out from the glider section, but Bubbles does take her set that she was going for.
Yeah, Bubbles is in a tough spot. Of course, he got the good respawn. The good respawn is going back because it allows you to still get that set, and those respawns a lot faster than getting dragged all the way across the map.
Much faster.
Okay, Bubbles no shock yet. He is a little bit
coming
far
up
back.
to Cynda, almost trailing them. Cynda, beautiful spacing and use of the shroom to separate themselves just a little bit. Wisp is still close behind, but here we're going to see Cynda hold on
Ghost
to
with the
shroom
greens.
And get greened out by Ghost. And
It's
see
safe.
right there's
Oh
the,
my
there's the
God.
plant by Kasper. This is dangerous.
That was incredible awareness from Zay to go wide there.
And hitting
to
out
avoid.
Wisp. Kasper getting up into third. Cynda with another first place, I think.
Zay held 4. Ghost got 2.
Who's that? They got 2 Ghost? It's a big second by Ghost. Shadow dropping down to 11th. Unfortunate.
Don't
She's
say
still
it.
there, tied for third
Don't say it.
with Danny Fathom
Good.
with 67 points.
Yeah, 67 points. And then a tie right below them at 64. I'm going to pretend I didn't see what you just did.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Bubbles 63. That gap, 3 through
Shrinks.
7, anyone.
Shrinks ever so closer.
Kasper and Cynda's running away with this. I don't want to say Cynda has won it right now, but it's looking
It's trending
likely.
that direction.
It's looking likely.
Cynda is poised to become the Southbound 2026
I
champion.
like your English. That was a fantastic word choice. Right, again, last money spot up for grabs. Panda's 10 points out, Wisp 11 points out, Ghost just hanging on. Could
Even
strike
then,
up.
if Kasper gets like last and Danny or Shadow get first, they overtake Kasper for second place. So even second place is in play still, even if significantly harder.
And Cynda getting his runner of choice with Piranha Plant Slide.
Great track.
It is a good track.
Great track.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of battles on this one. I feel like it's really small. It's the space to drive feels small and pretty claustrophobic. So I predict that there's probably gonna be a lot of smart bounces this race.
You cannot convince me that the green shell does not have some kind of AI built into it.
A little bit. There might be some sneaky updates.
You know, like the
Yeah,
animatronics at Five Nights at Freddy's. That kind of AI.
Nintendo sneaking in some Grok or ChatGPT into the smart bounces.
At Grok, please smart bounce this kid.
Please smart bounce first place at Grok.
At Grok, give me the angle.
I believe Cynda had the Shroom at first, but it just got ghosted from him. You see Zay shrooming through the cut along with Bubbles, forced to respect Bubbles' placement with that red shell though. Backset trying to hit Zay while hitting the item set. And now Zay's got a
This is a
boomerang.
dangerous pull for Ray, or a Rang here, especially in this tight of a corridor.
You got
Zay opting to back it to try and get some space from the players behind him. Looks like he got Wisp out.
Panda Masters close behind. Wisp still right there. Triple bananas though for Zay. Really nice protection. And it looks like Danny hits out Cynda
Cynda
just
dropped.
as a blue shell is thrown.
I think Cynda dropped because Danny had the horn.
Yep. And now we see Bubbles probably going to take first place, heading into lap 3 with a shroom and a red shell to boot.
The Nana doesn't quite get Bubbles. It overshoots the ramp by just a hair. And this top 3 is real close. Cynda with the horn. If he outlines Danny, could make an aggressive play. Opts not to. Danny gets backed.
Danny gets back. And the mid-pack as well. There was horns, there were plants. Zay gets hit out from, I believe it was 5th down into 10th place. Unknown Intel cutting up from the bottom spots up into 4th.
Blue shell
Another
out.
blue shell, and Wisp gets hit out.
I think Bubbles is going to get blued here. Cynda will retake the lead.
See greenjc
Check
with
the. No, wow, this is a bloodbath in the tag.
And Unknown gets redded on the.
That's a good spot to get redded. On the
Especially
boost
with
panel.
2 shrooms.
Yep. Shroom 1. Oh, the plant.
What a plant.
Has to save the second shroom. Likely said that's
Oh,
a disgusting trail.
Shadow.
And that's gore. That's gore of the entire lobby.
And that's fast. Panda passes them as well. That's another first place for Cynda.
With 2 races to go, we can likely say Cynda
is very poised to take
with
the
20.
title.
Again, Cynda, we can't say enough about him. And what he, not only for how good of a player he is, but what he's done for the scene as a whole.
Indeed.
A lot of the online competitive scene wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for the work that he's put in. And his performance here has been stellar. But that's not really the main story that we're focusing on right here. Kasper's probably settled into that second spot. But Danny, tie for second for Bubbles and Shadow. Zay, 71, still in striking distance. Green on the nice.
Right on the fringe.
Yep.
Of being able to strike into the top 3.
So,
well, someone's unhappy with the track pick, it seems like. Boo Lake once more. The track.
this time for real.
The track that did not count from the attempted race 1 at the beginning. Now coming back for race 11.
Hopefully no one gets DC'd. Again, like we said at the start, this track is very good for first. You can get coins. But more importantly, the big shortcut on the track can be done shroomless, as we will likely see Bubbles and Cynda both go for here. Excellently done. Cynda trying to back. Bubbles'
Great.
aggressive play. Cynda's the one that takes the green.
Gets hit out and avoids getting trailed by Shadow. What incredible.
There's only one reason for this. He's the main character.
A little bit.
Bubbles is the main character.
It
might not be DKM. Oh my god, he is the main character.
Red with a bomb in pocket. Back Shadow! It drops
And
the bomb tight. Doesn't get anyone, but it does force people to go wide. They gave him just a little bit more space as we go to Zay here, going wide a little bit. Trailing a red shell, throwing it at Cynda. Cynda's hit out. Just trying to catch up here to unknown intel. You see Kasper coming up with a star in 5th right beside Zay as well. The revolving green shell. Zay's forced to space a little bit, pulls his own bomb.
Oh, and Zay's electing to do this to try and get some space. Not going to hit anyone, as I believe Danny ran through it in a star. Double step not trapped. Zay potentially pulling a mushroom. That's not the best pull, but fire. Oh, he hits himself! No!
Oh, that's so
Unlucky.
sad. He will have the triple reds to maybe do some damage, though.
Wisp ends up taking one at the end of all this.
There was a bomb, too. I think hit out Shadow.
Cynda doesn't quite get the low ramp. It gets passed on the line by a bell.
And that's Wisp in first and Bubbles in second. Shadow falling all the way to 9th place on that, or 9th placement on that race. Drops down into 5th. And now as we enter the last race, the picture's becoming a little bit more clear now.
We can officially congratulate Cynda for winning Southbound 2026. Congratulations,
champion.
Cynda.
And
Kasper likely finishing in second.
likely second.
Although Bubbles, again, comfort pick, int Kasper early, win, hope the pack does the rest.
Yep. And
But
and then even, behind Bubbles, Danny's right there, only 4 points away.
yep.
And Shadow, it's a little bit more difficult, but she is still very close. Phenomenal showing from her, honestly, to keep up with these amazing, well-established players.
Despite Cynda running away with the overall score, this has been a very close and competitive event, and I'm very happy.
It has been. It has been.
Although I don't think anyone's shocked to see Cynda winning this.
No. Cynda is just
speaking
that
of winning,
good.
how is Danny's mental?
It's a game.
It's wavering.
21-16. Packers still lead, but the Bears are coming back.
Oh, that is the contraption.
The before.
Kasper on the contraption. Holy combo.
And bumps Danny out.
That skips the set? What?
That's insane. And
And
Kasper's
he's in
first.
He's in first with the contraption. He's invincible. Okay, no, he's not.
You had to jinx him.
Yeah. I didn't even notice he was switching combos.
Me neither. And here we see Bubbles in first, though, with Kasper in 11th. I mean, it's still the rest of the spots are still honestly in play, and that does affect how much you are paid out.
Oh my God! Zay just killed an entire small country with that bomb.
My goodness!
And you could hear the reaction from the crowd and the players themselves. Reds up, Bubbles in 6, Kasper in 11. Could potentially.
Triple reds though. Two.
Blue shell's out.
Oh, unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Ends up with a star somehow. I think took someone's crazy 8 there. But we see Shadow in second.
That's a great pull, especially with the shortcut upcoming. Shadow's going to be in first, and Blue just came. Avoid the bounce. Trek
Get
off
the
the
fountain.
water, and Shadow's in first place.
With protection.
It looks like someone's streaming up behind her, so nope. She's got space. Shadow with a little bit of lead, backing the green. Didn't catch Weston on the landing. Kasper coming up in a bill. Hey, the bonus speed stat is coming in real handy with this bill.
Indeed, and Bubbles is right there though. Fifth.
No shot. No shot can play.
Shadow in first still, I believe. Yep.
Ghost activates Ghost.
Takes Shadow's coin, I believe.
Shadow still holding on to first place. It looks like Weston has worked his way up to third. That's unknown intel. Oh, hot on Shadow's tail. Top 3, real close. And Weston gets bombed. Unknown intel playing aggressive in 2.
And here comes Bubbles into third with Kasper right behind them.
It looks like Shadow might hold on to this 1. Shadow is going to hold on to 1, barely edging out unknown intel. Bubbles 3.
And Danny
Weston
Fathom drops
4.
to 9th. I think Shadow passes. Shadow's going to pass Danny Fathom for 4th. I don't think they will pass Bubbles though. Bubbles did place really
Shadow
high.
does in fact clinch that 4th place. Wow, okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at these final standings. Of course, congratulations, huge shout out. Cynda, 120 in this lobby. Not an easy feat. That's a tough lobby.
All. And honestly, what great showings by a lot of these players as well. Cynda 120, Kasper 107, Bubbles 97, Shadow at the 94, just edged out of the podium, but still an amazing showing. Danny in 5th, Zay in 6th, greenjc, Unkwn, Wisp, Ghost, westinpeace, and Panda. I mean, Panda only started what, like maybe a year and a half ago?
I remember when he was brand new to CKL and he did his 12 Mogi stream.
Yes.
That was last year.
Yes.
And now look at him now.
Panda got into
And
finals of a LAN.
Also Shadow.
Massive LAN.
She got by in her semifinal 6th place, barely. And she got 4th in the whole LAN.
Yep.
Every round counts.
Every
race counts.
Every point counts. It's never over when it comes to Mario Kart, and that's
Absolutely
the beautiful thing.
not.
All
That
right.
was a great finals.
That was very exciting
No
to watch.
tiebreaker for 1, which would have been exciting, but
Would've been
Cynda's
cool.
him.
Cynda is indeed the champion. Congratulations to them once again.
Speaking of, here's the champ.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations. Great performance there.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, that was incredibly exciting. We're gonna do an interview here.
Yeah. I mean, we've had practice with this. Come on, you got some questions?
Well, kind of take us through that mindset, because a lot of those packs throughout those races were incredibly chaotic with so many bombs and plants. And just how were you always able to just kind of stay up in the front and hold your composure?
So, I feel like my best skill in this game is just avoiding things. Like, you see, I just never get hit, like, ever.
Yeah.
Even when I'm, like, in the middle of the pack or whatever. I don't know. I kind of just focused on that a lot because I play 6v6 a ton. So just not getting hit for your team is really important. Also, I played on, like, 5 frames of input delay for, like, 5 years. And then I got a real monitor, and it was, like I had to learn how to, like, read things, I guess, before they even happen. So, like, now that I can actually react to things, it's like I can just avoid it.
It's just, yeah.
It's
game
the third
sense
eye
is-
opening on the forehead.
The game
Yeah.
sense is unreal. Yeah. We've,
Okay, also, not to say that you were the favorite going into this thing, but after the start, where it was a really tight pack for the top of the finals, what was your mindset there?
I was like, well, this is fine. I can just win the rest.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair, D1 player and all. I guess a little more personal question, what brought you down to Southbound here in the first place?
I got a job like a month ago, so I have money. And then like people were talking about this somewhere, and I like looked at the attendees list and was like, ooh, wait, there's mad people going here.
I don't think that anyone here expected this this event to be as large as it was. Like, we have the largest WLAN ever, on top of the first Mario Kart World Major with over 70 entrants tomorrow. Tune in for that. It's just this is such a great this 404 location. It's a great venue for this event. We had some really awesome people coming out, and I guess follow up to that. What parts of lands do you appreciate the most?
Sorry?
What parts of the land do you appreciate the most? Just in
I
general.
don't know, just like meeting a bunch of people. Like, for example, Kasper, I've known them for like 12 years at this point. Never met them before. Just meeting Kasper. I met like Ornan also. I've known him for like 10 years. Just meeting a lot of people that I've known online for so long is just really fun.
It is a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I have the exact same.
Yeah.
Exact same experience. I didn't want to ask. You've done a whole lot for the community, and you've also won a whole lot. You've won MKU. I believe you won Phoenix Cup last month. Where does winning Southbound rank in your mind on the trophy case?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's not MomoCon.
Yeah.
But it is nice.
It is nice, and I do agree. Meeting the people, it's so nice to put faces to voices, especially the people that you've played the game with. You've got this teammate bond, or even this lounge rival bond with them. Like, it's nice to grow as a community, get to know each other, and because like with MK Central, the stuff that you and the support team for that site does. For the online scene, there's also your grassroots locals, and the fact that we're able to put so much stuff like this, or the two dynamics of the scene, it's so nice to watch how they kind of come together for moments like this.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Any other words of victory in your...
I don't know, thank you Kryptonic and Squishy for hosting a great event. Really appreciate it. That's about all, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to reiterate that. Thank you so much to Kryptonic, to Squishy, the whole media team, and everyone who helped set this event up. Quite literally wouldn't be possible without all of you. So, and of course, you know what it's like having the behind-the-scenes work, right?
Yeah. All right, I got to go play some Weemfi, except it's not Weemfi, it's a land, but...
Okay, well, good luck with that, and again, congratulations.
All right, thank you.